Hi everyone, it's Kaela from Datacake. Today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite and most powerful features that we've come out with recently for managing very large IoT deployments, and this is going to be product cloning. If you are someone who's working with multiple customers or have the need to replicate dashboards, decoders, and downlinks from products that you're creating on your own, this feature is going to save you an unbelievable amount of time. Let's jump right in. So before product cloning, products were actually locked inside of a single workspace. This means if you manage multiple customers or environments and you had your own unique template that was from a new product and not from an existing one that came from our catalog, it meant that you had to recreate the same product over and over again in different workspaces. Everything from the dashboards to the fields to decoders, downlinks, everything had to be created from scratch. But not anymore. So now with product cloning, you can actually duplicate a full product into any other workspaces in just a few clicks. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I've created a completely fresh workspace, as you can see, called product cloning. And when we go into add devices, you, as per usual, have the option to add a LoRaWAN or an API device. Now, it's important to know that for product cloning as a feature, it is only applicable to LoRaWAN and API devices. So just keep that in mind while we move on. So when adding a device on Datacake, you usually have three options to pick from. You can create a new product from a template that is provided by us in a database of about 420 devices and is constantly growing. You have the option to create it from a completely new product, and you also have the option to choose from an existing product, which for the purpose of this tutorial is probably the most important part. So currently you can see in our workspace, we have no existing products. We haven't added any devices yet, so it's pretty much bare bones. So from this workspace, I'm actually going to navigate to a different one where I know I have created a product that I would like to clone into this workspace. Here we have our Dragino soil moisture sensor, and inside we can see under configuration all of the necessary information you need to identify the product itself. Now, just as a quick overview of what a product actually is, we like to consider it an umbrella for all of your devices. For example, in this one, our product itself is the Dragino soil moisture EC sensor, and this is the slug that will help you identify exactly which one it is. Now, a product applies like a blanket to all of the devices you would like, the same fields, the same decoder, the same downlinks, and the same dashboard if you wish. It links all of the devices together so that if you make a change to one, you then make a change to all. Now, to get back to the actual cloning of the product itself, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of our product and hardware tab, and we're going to see under advanced actions the button to clone a product. You'll have one chance to give the product a new name if you wish. So for our sake, let's call it the Dragino soil and moisture sensor for our product cloning workspace. Something that's important to note when choosing your target workspace is the product is going to become unlinked from each other when they're in different workspaces. So for our smart farming demo workspace, which is where we are right now, any changes you make to this in the future will not affect the cloned product that you have in our separate workspace. And I'll show you what I mean by that right now. We're going to select our product cloning workspace, which is what we created at the beginning of this tutorial. And you also have the option to clone the product's integration settings, including the LoRaWAN network server configuration and all of the other authentication credentials and secrets. We're just going to clone the product as is. And that was successful. So now we're going to navigate back to our original workspace. As you can see, there are still no devices here. That makes sense because what we've done is clone a product, not a device. By clicking Add Device and selecting LoRaWAN and going to Existing Product, you can see that you now have the ability to add the cloned product that we had created just before. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to enter in a random dev EUI. Make sure that you're selecting the correct frequency for your region, and then we can go ahead and add it. Now we can see that the device has been added to our workspace. Let's go in and have a look at the configuration settings again. Now back to product and hardware, we can see that the identifying product slug is different to the product that we originally cloned it from. It's now changed its name to what we assigned it, and you could have kept this as what it was originally, or you can change it as we did together. If we scroll down, you can see that the payload decoder is exactly the same as the product we cloned it for in our smart farming demo workspace. And under our fields tab, all the fields are exactly the same. And if you had made the decision to clone the settings for the integrations and LoRaWAN network server, these also would have been copied over. And as you can see here, the dashboard is exactly the same as the product we just cloned it for too. Now, if you decide that you no longer want this product in your workspace, that's no problem. We can delete it. You just do this simply by making sure all of the devices associated with that product are removed. We can go ahead and delete this device. Now, when we select Add Device, go back in, check for existing products, you'll notice that it's no longer there. I believe that product cloning may be one of the most powerful tools that we've come out with yet. Let's say you're managing multiple customer deployments and you are creating the products from scratch. Instead of rebuilding everything, you now have the ability to just create the product once, clone it into your customer's workspace, and fully customize it locally while keeping the integrity of the original product and still retaining the ability to carry over the payload decoder and carry over any other necessary functions that can use up a lot of valuable time when creating a product. This is incredibly powerful when you're managing, if not hundreds, thousands of devices in a workspace or across your organization.